That's fine. I get that, but you're wrong and I hate you.
You better back off, girlfriend.
Alrighty. What's up, guys? Vlad, thank you for the host and thank you for the anniversary message. I appreciate that, sir. I gotta move World of Warcraft thing's usually right there, but actually I really don't need that, honestly. I can just flip chat over to like the chat log. Not have to worry about them. But how are you guys doing? King, thank you also for that host, much appreciated. How are you guys doing tonight? I am going. Crystal and I wanted to do a little bit of leveling. World of Warcraft has this buff going on right now for like 100% increased experience. So we wanted to get in on some of that, and normally the weekend is the only time we really have to play since I'm streaming. Hurting stretching my chair through my back. I don't know. What'd you do? What'd you do? Version of the FF7 remake looks very different. This is a new update or something. What's up, Pew? This is New Game Plus. And this is the special Yak edition. It's called Yakety Yak. You better not talk back. But yeah, no, as I was just saying before you came in, we don't normally have much of a chance to play together, and there's a special event going on right now for bonus experience, and we've been trying to level these characters that we have. They were like, yeah, we've had them forever, essentially since these allied races were introduced, because I'm playing a Dark Iron Dwarf and she's playing a Void Elf, but haven't had time, so figured now is the best time to work on them with the bonus experience. Uh, so I hope you guys like the sub badges. When you just look at chat, they're kind of small and hard to tell. Like if you look at the emotes next to them, you can tell what they are, but otherwise it's kind of hard to really tell. But if you hover over them, get the bigger picture, you can see it better. But I think for me not knowing what the hell I'm doing, they came out pretty good. Yeah, they're doing it up until the Shadowlands pre-patch for the bonus experience. Yes, sir. Yeah, I made them NES cards. I originally was going to go Super Nintendo because that's my favorite system. But Super Nintendo are kind of wide, whereas NES are more of a square shape, so I figured it would make for a better badge. Well, I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I figured the NES would just be easier to tell what they are than the Super NES. So it was a bit of a compromise. Hey, Royal Leo Wolf with the 25-month resub. Thank you so much, dude. Love your face too, man. Another amazing month of streams. Well, I'm gonna do what I can. Please get some love in the chat for my good friend Spencer. Thank you so much, dude. How are you doing tonight, my friend? And yes, I know there's no camera on. I didn't feel like being on camera and having the lights in my face tonight, so it's gonna be super relaxed night of World of Warcraft leveling with Corvina and just doing the thing. Has NES cartridges and sub edge doesn't own an NES? What a phony. the NES is in a bin under the bed. Because, see, like I said before, my parents have almost all of my old game stuff. So most of the stuff we have here, with the exception of the Nintendo 64 with the games and the Super Nintendo games, not the system, those were mine. The rest is all Crystal stuff. So I don't have... I have one of the top loader NESs that my parents still have. And a bunch of games for it. Yeah, what's his is yours, exactly. Exactly. I've got all the games. The games. The new... Dude, I have, I don't know which one I have. I have one of those. The RPG makers. I started making a game. And actually got pretty far in it, but it's really time consuming. It's really fun though. Oh gosh, before I get any further, we are raising money for WaterAid. Once again, thank you to those of you who have donated already. Raised 40 pounds. I know it says dollars, but it is in pounds. So far of our overall goal of 100. And we're going to be raising for them all month. I am going to continue doing the game giveaways. I decided earlier we're going to do one for every 25 pounds raised. So once we hit the 50-pound mark, we will do another game giveaway, and then again at 75 and again at 100. And yeah, all your support is appreciated. WaterAid helps bring water and good hygiene to those who do not have it, for basic necessities like washing your hands, using the restroom, showering, bathing, and of course to drink. So very important cause, especially right now when washing your hands is extremely important. And of course, if you can't donate, that is completely fine. We appreciate any support just by being here, so retweeting the stream, hosting, anything that you can do to bring awareness to the cause. We're about to find Durin the Hungerer. I don't know how tough this guy is anymore, to be honest with you. Hopefully not too tough. I've got some cooldowns I can use. Oh, he does not seem that tough anymore. Where is my freaking mount that I want? There it is. I've had VX. Maybe that's the one I have. That might be the one I have, Royal. Has so many nice updated features. The one I was wanting to sell money for. Oh, so it's on sale right now for 20 bucks. Man, I might have to try to dig up 20 bucks somewhere. According to Google, that is 49.77 US dollars, but who knows? Because they steered me wrong when I donated. Yeah. Bonte, what's up, dude? Stab his hooves. I stabbed him right in the hooves. He used to be really hard back in the day, but you know, things change. Oh, there was another quest down there. Minion of Gurok. It's been ages since I've seen a real WoW. Yeah. I mean, we don't play a whole lot. Pretty much all the playing that we've been doing recently has been playing these guys. We were like level 40 something when we started back playing them again. And now we're, what, 73? Didn't you have to, maybe it's you gotta throw the thing at them. Yeah. That's how you do it. Yeah, I might have to, Royal, because I really like doing that kind of stuff. Oh, you got him? Okay, I'll throw one at a different one. Get back here. Thank you. How you doing, Bonte? Make sure you guys are following both Vlad and Bonte. I will do a shout out here in just a second. As I kill the minions of Gurok. Gurok the dinosaur hunter. Or wait, what? The straw makes it look like he's snorting it. That's funny. Make sure you guys toss them a follow. Members of our Streamers for Cause team. I was over at Bonte's stream earlier watching him play some Final Fantasy 15. I really enjoyed that. I've been meaning to go back to it someday and do some more of the side stuff, because I did a full run through the game, but I didn't do all the side stuff. Oh my god, the Mexican one's really good. Mexican love. Yeah, I came back and said thank you. I had gotten off my lunch break and went back to work. And when I came back to my office, I was like, oh shit. Everybody was showing the love around today, man. I'm doing it right now. It doesn't do any kind of casting animation, so it looks like I'm just standing there. Hello? Give you a lift. I was far too hard on that game. I used to talk so much crap about it. I'm starting to love it after returning to it. Dude, everybody crapped on that game, so you know, I'm not gonna fault you for it, because a lot of people crapped on that game. But legitimately, and of course, you know, no spoilers, but legitimately I shed a tear at the end of that game, which is not a very common thing anymore. That I don't know. Yeah, dude, it's emotional for sure. Yeah, I normally always have my camera on, but I was not feeling it today, so I was like, you know what? We just won't. So I was trying to figure out something today. Maybe you guys can help me. So of course, you know, I've been trying to get my retro game collection up and going. Okay, we're done. And one of the things in particular that I was looking at was the Metroid Prime games, because I've never played them. And the original versions on GameCube seem to be around like 20 or 25 bucks a piece. And then there's also the Wii version, which I didn't even look up, the third one. But on the Wii U, on the eShop, they have the trilogy, which has all three, for $19.99. Now, right off the bat, obviously that seems like the much better deal, because it's like 20 bucks for all three versus probably at least 60 or more for all the other ones. But the only issue is Nintendo has a bad policy of shutting things down, because none of their stuff is connected like, say, Sony and Microsoft do. Like Sony, the PlayStation Network is the network on both PS3, PS4, it's going to be on PS5. So like I can go on my PS3 right now and still buy games, still download games, and that's more than likely not going to go anywhere anytime soon because it's part of the overall network. Nintendo doesn't do that. The Wii Shop channel was its own thing, the Wii U eShop is its own thing, the Nintendo Switch eShop is its own thing. So the Wii channel shop has already been shut down. They're starting to close down the Wii U eShop channels in some countries, which means they're probably eventually going to close it down for us too. So my concern is, if I buy it digitally, it's much cheaper, but there's a good chance that I won't forever have access to it. So like there's always the option of doing that and just saying, well, whatever happens, happens, but where is this guy? Oh, he's down in a cave, yeah. Yeah, I remember now. It's down here. If you have enough hard drive space, so you can get an external drive for it, you can tell them the game and keep it on the hard drive, so it doesn't matter. Well, that's the thing, like, I do have an external drive for it, it's not a great one. So I might need to look into investing in a new external drive for it. Because when you get it, Nintendo recommended that you have like a powered one, you know, one that plugs in rather than like a standard external that just plugs in via USB. They recommended one that actually plugs in with an AC adapter, which are not all that common. So the one I had was a really old one, and it kind of sounds like it's on its last leg most of the time. But yeah, that's true. As long as you have it downloaded, you don't have anything to worry about, because as long as it's on the system or on a hard drive already, it's good. The only thing you do with the shut down the Wii U shop, just hack the shit out of mine, since the only use I still had for was the Virtual Console. Yeah, see, I have a bunch of stuff on my Virtual Console too, which doesn't matter as much now because most of the stuff I have on there I have physical copies of, but still. Get it? I've seen people doing like the homebrew stuff on the Wii U and everything, so I mean, if there's no other use for it, hell, you might as well. Oh, okay, I was getting it because that guy was coming. I don't know if he's even getting these things though, because there's one over here where he just came from. I will. Let's get any I see. But yeah, maybe I just need to look into getting I'm sure I can find a cheap hard drive because I don't need a really big one. Because I have Xenoblade Chronicles X digitally too, and I was also concerned about losing that. There's a couple down here and I'm done. Congrats. Oh, I haven't turned that in yet. I was waiting for you. Oh, that's apparently not one to free him. We have to kill Cho War. Super downside of digital games. Whenever I can, I try to get them physical since it just doesn't make sense. Yeah. Well, like I said, it's less of a worry on like my PlayStation because it's all PlayStation Network, and like I said, the 3, the 4, and I'm assuming the 5 will too all use the PlayStation Network. So I don't think that, like, there's really no point in them shutting down the network for the PS3, but because they're, you know, they're connected, like, it's not really doing them any favors, whereas with the Nintendo systems it's all separate. No, they're not. Like, when you go on there, you see the games for the system you're on, but it's one store. It's all one storefront. Like, when you go to the PlayStation Network store on a computer, everything is there for all their systems. PS4, PS3, the Vita, they're all there. You can all purchase and send to your systems, all, you know, together. Like, the systems themselves can only play the games for that system, but the store itself is one thing. They're not separate. With Nintendo systems, they're legitimately separate stores. Like, they do not exist within each other at all. Where is Cho War? Is he in this cave? I know it doesn't show because it only shows Frank Corky. I think he's like up top somewhere. Yeah, right. You can't. Yeah, you like, the games are still separate, obviously, by system, but the store is just one thing, and it all is still active. I think this might be the one that wraps around, yeah, and then goes up. Yeah, it goes up to like another entrance on the other side somewhere. I think it's like up a hill. Yeah, here it is. You can transfer PS3 games to PS Now or something on PS3, so like, you know, please should not. PS4 kind of ruined it for me. Yeah, I mean, PlayStation and their backwards compatibility is another issue entirely. I wish they had done a better job with that, but I mean, the fact of the matter is, like I said, it's still all one store, so like, there's no reason for them to stop the PS3 store when it's part of the overall store for all the systems. Which is why I don't worry as much about, like, I still sometimes buy stuff on PS3 because you can only get certain of the classic games on the PS3. Oh, he just despawned, so he should be back soon. Like, I have a lot of PS1 games on my PS3 because that's the only place you can get them. Yeah. Oh, I hope so too. I don't see why Sony doesn't work harder for that. Microsoft has done a much better job in that regard. Because I think they said even the new Xbox that they're coming out with is still going to play the old Xbox games. I know they do it through like emulation or something, but still, like, it works. Last time I was like buying a PS3 to get Ni no Kuni because you couldn't get the original anywhere else. Yeah, I have gosh, I have a lot of Final Fantasy games on there on my PS3. I've got like Silent Hill, Dino Crisis, Resident Evil 3, Chrono Cross. I don't even remember. I've got a lot of PS1 games on my 3, and that's pretty much the main thing I use it for. Big problem is that cell processor on the PS3. It's made emulation of that system a nightmare. I can believe it.
Must get closer.
Yay, Corky's freed again. I know. That's what my Vita's for. Dude, me too. That's the main thing I do on my Vita as well. Yeah, I did a little juke. For like a year, my Vita was just for playing like Final Fantasy Tactics and Naga. Well, that's fine. That's okay. It's mainly just that I miss things, like I overshoot things and stuff sometimes. I've got Legend of Dragoon on my wish list. I've got actually a bunch of PS1 games on my wish list. I put, I think, one of the Grandia games on there too. Hesitant on those versions of Ni no Kuni for Switch. Had a feeling performance wasn't up to snuff. Just glad we have the remaster now. Yeah, I love the Switch. The Switch is great for what it is, but it doesn't have the performance of the other ones. But I mean, you can't expect it to, honestly. Oh, okay. I mean, Nintendo knows its market. It was a perfect system for them to come out with. Because with the Switch, they don't have to compete with Sony and Microsoft. Yeah. Maybe you should have invested in some goggles. And then you can see in the water. Nah. You go that way, I'll go this way.
Must get closer.
Heh. Well, I mean, they are water. They're water inside water.
I do not have a target.
Most indie games nowadays skip PS4, Xbox completely for releases.
Fire a target.
Yeah, I mean, I like having the portability of the Switch. So, I mean, if I'm not gonna get an indie game on PC, then I'm gonna get it on Switch for that reason. Heard the birds tweeting that you own both Yakuza 0 and yes. This is true. So earlier, Biff gave away a couple games and I got Yakuza Kiwami. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that. And I already own 0, so yes, I do have both of those now. Okay, I got that one. And I do need to play them. So we will be getting to those in the future. Thanks. I still need to finish Final Fantasy VII though. Like, that's on my list. I'm gonna try to start making faster progress through that here. All right. Yakuza 7. Seen the Steam page stuff. I was expecting a PC version anyway. Sega seems really keen on those PC versions. Heck yeah. Funny thing is before the Switch launched, I was saying that Nintendo needed to do what Sega was doing and just bring their games to the other systems into PC. But then they launched the Switch and knocked that one right out of the park. I hope Sony does well with supporting PC with their first party titles. Me too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad way for them to go. I mean, have your exclusives for, you know, whatever they did, a year, 2 years, and then bring them to PC, you know?
I'm out of range.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like them going on Xbox or something. Although, I mean, for me personally, like, if PlayStation exclusives always came to PC, then that would directly affect my decision for getting one, because frankly, like, if I can get something on PC, I would rather do that anyway. But it might work. I just connect with Sega. So, ooh. He's got the hookup. So yeah, I mean, if they did that, the PlayStation for me has always been the best for exclusives, you know, with the 4. That kind of bit me this time around because we got the PS4 and the Xbox One, because I wanted to be able to play everything, because that's just the way I am. I like every game, you know, I like all different kinds of games, and they happen to be on different systems, and I want to be able to play them all. But then the Xbox One had shit for exclusives, and they ended up redeeming themselves through Game Pass and some other stuff, but yeah, I mean, obviously I've never been a huge fan of exclusives per se, but it's always just been kind of the nature of the beast. Well, and see, that's the thing, like, Microsoft doing the PC releases for their stuff is great for me, because obviously, like, even though I had an Xbox One, I'd much rather play on PC, because I don't have a One X, I just have a regular, like, launch Xbox, and it has a hard time. Does not have an easy time. That's one of the things I liked about the Game Pass too, was having the PC Game Pass stuff. Yeah. Which I miss that a lot. I kind of miss having that, but I've got enough to play right now that I really don't need it. Epic upgrade. Yeah, I have heirlooms. Yeah. Well, these only go to 90, I think. Yeah, I'm all about being able to play any game no matter what system you play on, but I guess it must still drive sales enough that they want to do it. Never really watched WoW streams, all this game is very pretty. Dude, this section of the game is from like 2006. They have not updated this at all. That's one of the things everybody made jokes on WoW about their graphic style, but fact of the matter is it's held up. Whereas a lot of the MMOs that came out and were hyper realistic now look like shit because they just, the art style doesn't hold up over time. It's like, even though you can tell this looks old, it still looks good. Of course, this is Nagrand. This is like my favorite Burning Crusade zone. Because it's got floating islands with waterfalls and stuff. I mean, come on now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I only usually stream WoW a lot when there's like a new expansion release or something going on. But as I said earlier, we don't ever get to play together because I stream 4 to 5 nights a week. Then that only leaves the weekends for us to ever play, and then if we're actually out doing things on the weekend, then we don't get any time to play. Now we got this fell scar. It's ruining the landscape. I'm still waiting for a new, really great MMORPG to come out, but let's face it, the days of the age of MMORPGs is over. There's the few standouts that still remain. World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XIV. Those are the only, I think, subscribe to play ones anymore. And then you've got all the free-to-play ones. Like Guild Wars 2 and Neverwinter. I think EverQuest is still running, free-to-play. Elder Scrolls Online. Grok. I thought you had to do something here though. I don't have like an item or anything. Oh, we need to get 7 skulls from Warmaul Ogres. Here, the end game for probably. PSO2 is super lacking, that's true. Oh yeah, the only reason I'm not playing PSO2 is because I don't want to play it on Xbox One. Like, I could be playing it, but I did not care for the Xbox One version. It was good, it didn't look good on my Xbox, and you know, didn't run that great, so. But yeah, when it comes to PC, I'm definitely gonna play it. I think Crystal said she wanted to try it too. You're gonna try it too. Phantasy Star Online 2. Yeah. I think I've got 3. I don't think so. They're quest items, so probably not. Hold on, put on really quick. What is this? Well, I already know the band is One OK Rock because I love that band. Hold on, I'm looting. So is this from a Yakuza game then? Hold on. 4. Yeah, it's awesome. One of the Japanese exclusive ones. I gotcha. Sure. Yeah, actually, if you go to the Discord music channel and scroll back, there's probably some One OK Rock songs in there that I've posted before. Doesn't appear to be that the case. Yeah, there's one right there that I posted. I am. Yeah, we do. It's literally why I'm here. Yeah, they've got some really good songs. Got 5 now. Yeah, that song's a really good one. That was one of their newer ones, I think. Yeah, I'm excited to play the Yakuza games. I need time to play all these games. Need more free time. Hardcore and Japanese music has a success similar. Well, I don't even remember how I found One OK Rock. I think maybe like on satellite radio or something they played one of their songs and I was like, dude, this is pretty badass. Like the transition from like English to Japanese and back, and like, it was really good. So I started looking up more of their songs and 6. Yeah, well, yeah, that's my focus for now. I said tomorrow I'm gonna get back into the 7 remake. And we're gonna start powering through with force. I know, I'm probably really far behind you guys now. It's Bufferlo. Bufferlo didn't have a skull. Poor guy. So glad the music stopped. It did that thing like, are you still there? No. Good. That time you did something. Heh. It hasn't made much progress since I started. Oh, since you started 15, yeah. It'd be like that. I try to focus on one thing at a time when it comes to the stream. Alright, Gurok. Bye, Felicia. Yeah. He's like 30 feet tall. It'd be like that. Chapter 14. Well, I mean, normally when I play games like that, I pretty much just focus on the main story and go. With this one, I've been trying to complete all the side quests and stuff too. But I'm like, now I'm wondering, like, should I just focus on playing through the game and then do another playthrough in my own time, at my own pace, and do all the side stuff, or like, I don't know. Because I'm in the same boat, like, you know, I have a lot of these retro games I want to play, because I have all the ones that I found from Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, and all that, and then I've picked up several. I got, you know, Rise to Honor, I got Enter the Matrix, both of those I'm looking forward to playing. There's just so much to play. So as you can, unless you're doing another playthrough on normal or easy. This hard difficulty sounds rough. Hitting a point where I'm just ignoring side quests. I haven't been getting anything really special. Well, I mean, the thing about it is, I don't have a problem playing through on easy on a second playthrough. I just didn't want to do it on the first playthrough because I felt like it was going to be cheating myself. Because when I played Grads, when I played on the demo on Classic, which is the same difficulty as easy, just a little different, it was way too easy, and I felt if I played my first playthrough, okay, I got that, on that difficulty, that I would be cheating myself. So I figured I'd do the normal difficulty playthrough first, and then, you know. Oh really? You can do like a chapter select thing? Oh, see, I didn't know that. I might do that. Then I might just start focusing on the main story, and then just go back and do the side stuff then. Game Straight Up told me on a loading screen. I was like, oh neat. I haven't really been paying attention to the loading screens, to be honest with you. I also think it lets you check how much music you missed in a chapter as well from that menu, so you can be certain you got everything if you missed something. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think we're just gonna focus on the main story then, and I'll go back and do that, because it's really hard when you're streaming to try to do everything. Like, I don't know. Well, I was about to say, I don't know how these streamers do like 100% playthroughs, but then it's like, oh yeah, they stream 8 to 12 hours a day. That's how they do it. It's a lot harder to do that when you only stream 2 to 3 hours a day.
Must get closer.
Come here, Lake Surger. Just read on the loading screen the other day, you can change who your party leader is, so you automatically snap to like Tifa, for example. Ah, that's cool. I like playing as Cloud, at least right now, because it's Cloud and Aerith, and I don't really have any desire to play as Aerith, because her combat's pretty slow.
Must get closer.
But yeah, that's actually, Tifa's probably the most fun to play.
Too far away.
That's cool. I actually said to Mom today it would be nice if you could change the party leader. Well, there you go. Everybody's learning some new stuff today.
Must get closer.
I think we're done, aren't we? Oh. Oh, wait, there's another one somewhere. Why? This is a fantasy game. You don't need to breathe. The heck?
I'm out of range.
That's true. The only changes for combat, not the overworld, sadly, but it's nice to have. Don't have speed punch my D-pad when trying to swap party members, yeah. For sure. Stupid lake surgers, nobody wants to be your friend. Just cast bubble on your head, you'll be fine. Yeah, she was making a joke because Shaman, the class that I'm playing, used to have a spell to give water breathing to people, and they took it away from Shamans like a long time ago. It was Warlocks. Warlocks and Shaman both had it originally, and I guess they decided that both of them didn't need to have it, so they took it away from Shaman. And Shaman now just has water walking, which is still really good. It's, oh man, don't get me started. They've taken away so many things because by like Wrath of the Lich King, people had a lot of abilities, right? Because you had the original game and then Burning Crusade and then Wrath of the Lich King, and you kept getting more and more abilities. So they were like, okay, everybody has way too many abilities, we need to do something about it. Well, they went way off the deep end and they took away a lot. And they made a lot of things to where you could only use it in a specific specialization. So like I'm playing as enhancement right now, which is a melee fighting specialization. So like there's a lot of these spells that I can't use. Like my class has them, but I can't use them because I'm not currently in that specialization. And then this stuff that they just plain took away. So, whereas back in the day, every class had a very strong, what's the word I'm looking for? Class identity is not really so much the case anymore. You're about to fly over the Horde town, just so you know. Yeah, but the troll riders are marking me for death. Them troll riders don't care. Oh, okay. I don't think they think so. But yeah, so anyways, they went off the deep end. They pretty much stripped every class of its identity. Most classes now feel pretty similar to each other, which kind of sucks. And it's a bummer. But they've started to bring things back. Like, they brought things back that they did take away. We're out of quests. Shit. Sure. Let's go to Nether. Let's go to Netherstrom. Yeah, we'll go to Netherstrom. I haven't done anything there in them. Honey, we're about to fly over some people aren't fond of us, yeah. That troll berserker is a deadeye with that spear, and he was ready to use it. And this is Zangar Marsh, which, as you can guess, is a marsh. Not super fond of this zone, but it's not terrible. It's pretty good if you like shrooms. And Naga. There's a lot of them here. Yeah, I have very strong opinions on this game just because, like, I've been playing this game since it launched in 2004, and I've endured a lot over the years of playing it. Yeah, that's why I said this isn't a terrible zone. It's not as bad as like Hellfire. I'm pretty over Hellfire, but it kind of happens because Hellfire is the intro zone that both, you know, like everybody floods into, so you do it so much. Places like Netherstorm and Shadowmoon Valley usually don't ever get to because they were higher level zones. Your opinions are good though, especially if you enjoy the majority of what you experience. The bad cannot outweigh the good, yeah. Well, that's the thing, like, having strong opinions just because you dislike something is one thing. Like, I have strong opinions because I loved this game and I have such a history with this game and I want this game to be good. Like, I want nothing more than for this game to be good and to succeed. Ever since that time when we did this and we got sucked into the void, I hate doing this, just so you know. Because this is what's known as the Twisting Nether, which is basically like WoW's version of space. You can see the stars down there and like the cosmos. And while it's safe to fly here, there was one time when we did this and it literally sucked us down in there and killed us. And we had to spirit res because there was no way to get to our bodies. So now I have bad anxiety at any time that we make this flight. Because this is literally like the remains of the planet. Which actually, this is the planet Draenor. It exists in another plane, like an alternate timeline. This is what it was before it broke apart into Outland. But as you can see, it's literally just like floating islands in space. Imagine playing WoW without flying, yeah. It's hard to imagine anymore because flying was introduced in Burning Crusade, which was the first expansion, so But I mean, still can't get over the fact that this game is so many years old. It still looks good. I mean, the things like the rocks, you can see the age on it, the polygons. But like when you look up into that skybox, it's like, oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, WoW is gonna be one of those games like EverQuest that just never really ends. Oh, it's Area 52. Our Horde server is Area 52. Hope they realize that they have to do BC and after Lich King at some point after Classic. Oh, they know. Crystal got a survey emailed to her like a month or so ago, basically asking like if they were to do Burning Crusade Classic servers, how would she want them to do it? Like literally that's what the wording was. Like, how would you want it to happen? Would you want fresh servers? Would you want transfer your character from Classic to server? Would you want the current Classic servers to change to Burning Crusade servers? Etc, etc. So clearly they're planning on it, or at least thinking about it. The question of how they're going to do it remains to be seen. Because I know EverQuest has something called like progression servers where it's kind of like that, but I don't know enough about it to really comment on that. Yeah. And apparently, within the last like 2 months or a few months, they hired somebody from the EverQuest progression server team, like a high up person, so that also led people to believe that that was going to be the case. But you know, rumors and whatnot. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I would be all over it. Wrath of the Lich King to me would be the perfect one, but they won't do that without doing a Burning Crusade one. I think so. We will see. I'll play a Burning Crusade though if they do it. I really wanted to isn't that an Annihilator right there? Arcane Annihilator? Oh, I thought the servo was the item from the Annihilator. Well, I mean, we could just kill him and find out. But yeah, Burning Crusade was mainly just a lot better balanced than Classic World of Warcraft, so that would be the main thing. I usually am right. I usually am right. No. We didn't have to specifically do this one. Because it's a nice zone. I mean, aesthetically speaking it is. If you like space and purple. Well, I could say the same about you. I don't need... Huh? No. You said it's pretty, but I don't really like it. I know. I know it. Not to mention you're playing a Void Elf, so you should be like right at home here. Because you know there's void all around us. Well, we can turn these in and go somewhere else. We could even go to a Wrath of the Lich King zone. Yeah. Nope. Well, that's not what it seems like. We need some shaleskin shales. I'm guessing from the shaleskin flayers.
I'm out of range. Must get closer.
Must get closer.
Too far away.
The weapons I'm using actually come from a raid in this zone. Tempest Keep.
Must get closer.
I'm out of range. Good job. Yeah, I do. Didn't have one. Oh God.
I need to target something first.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Too far away.
Yeah, I was gonna pull this one back.
I'm out of range.
It was anyway.
Have a target. Must get closer.
Do. That smug though. Remember, did I donate to you the other day? Yeah, because you donated to Water Aid under Johnny, Cloud's best bro.
Too far.
Only the best bro. Yeah, how's it feel? Still just one. Oh wait, I did get one, never mind. I did get one, yeah. Yes. 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 That's correct, yes. You are correct. Yeah, that was me. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you to everybody who has donated to Water Aid. I appreciate that. I always set my goals low just because, I mean, I don't have a big of an audience as everybody else does generally, so I want to be realistic with the goals. So as much as we can raise is always appreciated. mean, it's not a bad idea. Oh man, apparently my necklace capped out at 60 though, so that's a good necklace for me. Alright, good enough. Good enough. What are you doing, Gizmo? I know, you can tell time and you know what time it is. What are you doing, Gizmo? Well, then we can just go ahead and do that real quick then. It's not like I can go on without you. Oh, okay, Celine. What is it? No, I don't. Yeah. You know I'm a collector. You know I'm a collector of the finer cosmetic items. Everybody knows that the true end game is fashion. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a break, guys, so we can let the dog out, and I'm gonna grab a drink and do all that good stuff. So, hang tight while we do that, and we'll be back. We'll continue doing some questing and chatting and all that good stuff. So, hang tight, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Dude, the messenger soundtrack is so good. And the same guy who did that is coming back to do their new game that's coming out, as well as the composer from Chrono Trigger is going to also be helping with the soundtrack. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I know that. When do I have time for that? When? You alright, Gizmo? Huh? I was actually gonna play something, because this one never gets played on stream because we don't ever get that far before I come back. But this is my favorite one. That one's my favorite. Actually, why don't we just play the... Why don't we just play the soundtrack while we play WoW? But yeah, Glacial Peaks is my favorite, and then Tower of Time's probably my second favorite. What's this? Oh, thanks. Thanks, Pew. I was saying the guy who did the soundtrack for The Messenger is doing the soundtrack for Sea of Stars, their new game. And also the composer from Chrono Trigger is working on the music with him for the new game. Because, you know, the new game's going to be more similar to Chrono Trigger. So I'm pretty hyped about that. Pew said he posted something on Discord for you. Yeah. Yeah, why not? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know it's gotta be good. Okay. I was gonna say, make sure you get that first. Okay. Yeah, I was playing music in the background anyway, so I figure why not just put on the music from the Messenger. Might as well. So what I used to always listen to, actually. I used to always just put on game OSTs while I played WoW. Final Fantasy, Secret of Mana, Chrono Trigger. Usually JRPGs, because that was my favorite thing to listen to while I was playing WoW. But of course, you've got a lot of indie games now with really good soundtracks. Yeah, no, I figured I'd just put the whole soundtrack on. Because when I play the video, you usually only get to hear like 3 tracks before I get back. Because, you know, speed running. I gotta get back to speed running again, man. Oh wow, just throw me off. I know that if I got back to practicing the Messenger again, I could really, really get my time down.
Need to target something first.
Here, you get that one. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Alright. I will get him. I'm not dropping any frames, so it shouldn't be. No, I'm not. Yeah, I agree. We should blame Corvina. Oh, if you're talking about that skipping, that is 100% because of Corvina. When you ride on another person's mount, a 2-seater mount, it does that. It's like a lag thing. No, it's not a problem. I didn't know what he was talking about until I got back on your mount, and I was like, oh, that's what he's talking about. It's because there's like a latency between what she's doing, going to the server, and then going to me when you're riding on a 2-seater mount. So when she makes like sharp turns, it looks like it's stuttering back and forth. Get it, get it, get it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're a small indie company. They can't afford to be working on stuff like that. There's one over there to the left. Oh. I went and got it. It's because there's so many people. No, I said I went and got it. No, I went to get it so that someone else wouldn't get it. I'm done now. This is what I'm talking about, man. Now I'm like, I need to do my messenger speed rounds. I don't have time for that either. Don't have time for all this stuff. It's true.
Require a target.
Two additional PCs and 4 additional arms so you can do 3 things at once. Ah, perfect. It's just that simple. One to the left, up, well, now behind us. Over by the rocks. or debris, whatever that is. Debris. By the debris. It just works. I know, I thought about like dedicating certain nights to certain things, but then I don't really like having a strict schedule like that. There's one back in that building. Yeah. Okay. I have done a couple of little practice runs in my own spare time, but yeah, but it's just a lot of people out right now. I was trying to do the one over there, but I don't know. No, it just wasn't working at all. No, I mean, I did it as soon as we started attacking it. Mine's saying invalid target, period. It's really low then. Tend to start doing things this way, but in the end, I just change it anyways, yeah. Yeah, that's why I just don't worry about it. I just stream when I want to, play what I want to. Usually if I start a game, I try to see it all the way through before I start something else. The way to import your Twitch library to GOG? I don't think so. I don't remember seeing the option before. It's another ray. Oh. Yeah, I got credit. Not possible, I don't think. Back just had to finally sign up for a FAFSA for next year. Well, that sounds riveting. Welcome back, Bonsi. Yeah, I was playing my Messenger speedrun video while I was at break, and Pew had mentioned how much he enjoyed the OST, so I was like, we're gonna listen to the OST in the background then. Yep. Trying not to kill him too fast. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, I killed another ray over here.
I didn't have a target.
Community integrations? What? That sounds like something you made up.
I'm out of range.
Gotta make a new folder in the GOG Galaxy directory, restart, and add it via set integration options. Oh, okay. Sweet. The music, I'm just like sitting here listening to the music and therefore not talking. Apologies. Funny thing is actually listening to the music is just making me picture the level and like what point I would be in the level and stuff, so I can't help it.
Require a target.
Cute. But enjoy that cleaning. Or, I mean, it's cleaning, so I don't know how much you can enjoy it, but... Do. What's it called? Consortium Crystal Collection. Oh yeah, I think there's something that usually spawns in this building right here. Was a liar. Quillshroom Marsh, aka just hold right. The whole goal of Quillshroom Marsh is just to never stop holding right. Space! It's like demon space. Hey. Assuming that's him. Doesn't say that he drops it, but... Can't ever tell with these old quests. Because we're also coming up on Searing Crags. I do like Searing Crags too. I mean, really, there's not a bad song on the soundtrack. But this is the boss fight music. Most of the BC area I didn't really like until you get to the BT area. Yeah, that's what we were just saying, that like for both of us, Nagrand is our favorite zone. The rest of it is kind of like take it or leave it. No, Zangarmarsh sucks. Zangarmarsh sucks. It is not peaceful. It's full of Naga. And like... spore bats and fungal giants. Keep it real. What's that? No, the BC era can compare to Wrath of the Lich King anyways. Those are facts. I like almost all the Wrath of the Lich King. Hey! I didn't get to get that quest. Because you made him talk. I did get kind of tired of the Wrath starting zones just because I've done them so many times, but mostly Borean Tundra. I think that's the one I got the most sick of. No, he's dead now. How am I supposed to... How am I supposed to get a quest from a dead man? I gotta wait for the fire marshal to put the fires out. Though they were at the peak of Wrath of the Lich King. Yeah, I mean they really were. That's when they hit their peak in subscribers. I think to this day still haven't ever gotten back up to the numbers they had in Wrath. Damn it, Boots, I'm a doctor, not a priest. Yeah, I turned it in now. He can blow himself up again. I really loved the whole tournament thing they had going on with the first raid. Yeah, the Argent tournament. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah. Congrats to you as well. I'm sure at some point. Okay. It's pain in the ass to get string it, but it was super fun. Yeah, I enjoyed all of Wrath. I don't remember the same way. I don't remember anything in Wrath that I really disliked. I know. Well, maybe we'll have it again. What are you doing, Gizmo? He's just doing little gizmo things. Oh, sure. How do we get mana wraith essence? He didn't give me one. He didn't give me one. Well, now I got one. But I want one from every kill. Yeah, I'm a World of Warcraft player. Of course I'm entitled. One thing I disliked about expansion introduced ninja looter sus. Oh. No, I mean that had been around since vanilla. I'm surprised you never dealt with it until then, because yeah, that was a problem from the beginning of the game. Which, I mean, yeah, that's not the game's fault. That's unfortunately a human problem. It's my jam again. Bless you. little gizmo things. Yeah, I rated all through vanilla Burning Crusade and some of Wrath. We didn't have a big problem with it though, because I was in a really good guild and they did master loot, and we never had a problem with master looter doing something they shouldn't, so. I got one coming. He was just slowly getting over here. Next will be Tower of Time, should be, which is another jam. It's probably my second favorite once it gets going. It's only about 5 hours of Alterac PvP. I was like, oh, I should play this game. Not even 2 years later, I played it myself. Yeah. Dude, Alterac Valley used to go on for days. Like the same match would go on for several days. God, that music's just so good. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah. I mean, we did. It wasn't horrible. I played on Alliance, though, so I don't know if it was worse on Horde. Or I take that back. I played both, but... Oh, shit. That started a new quest. It's an escort quest. Yeah. But yeah, my raiding days were on Alliance. I didn't start playing Horde more seriously until Burning Crusade and into Wrath. Vanilla, I raided hardcore on Alliance. I did a little bit of raiding on Horde with friends, but nothing real serious, mainly like the 20-mans and Molten Core. Our server sometimes felt like watching a soap opera where we had chicks selling nudes for mounts, relationship talks, and the trade chat, and guys, please report this guy, he stole my loot talk all day. Wow, that's... Yeah, nothing like that. What kind of server were you on? A German one, obviously. Oh, that's too good. Weird thing is, I haven't played on Horde yet, these guys said Alliance players are kids. You know, everybody's always said that, but I've generally found it to be the opposite, because the kids want to be the bad guys, the scary looking guys, They think that's cooler, so it always seems like majority of them end up on Horde, but it's plus just the fact that Horde is more populated in general. Like, Horde has always been more populated and it's only gotten worse. Had multiple guilds disbanded because one Jigma guild broke up with some guy in the guild. Oh god. Okay, I just kicked from a guild once because I moved. I took from their guild to another. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, man. I mean, I've seen stuff like the relationship type stuff happen before. Oh, it's the shop theme. I mean, I've definitely seen my fair share of drama. It just wasn't that kind of drama. And funny enough, all the drama that we really had was on Horde side, not on Alliance side. Our Alliance guild pretty much never had drama. You know, this from back in the day cut all ties to me because he thought I intervened in his relationship to a girl he just met. I knew the guy for 11 years. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Humans are weird, what can I say? Game made people mad. Dude, I've heard so many stories and seen like articles online. Like, I used to play Lineage 2 and I saw like one story of somebody getting stabbed in real life over something that happened in the game, and like all kinds of crazy shit. And it was a PvP game, so people used to do really messed up stuff, like the really strong high-level guilds would like take over a whole area, like a hunting area, and they wouldn't let anybody else come in, and if anybody tried to, they'd kill them because it was open PvP. And you know, the GMs and stuff wouldn't do anything about it because they considered it an in-game issue, a PvP issue. WoW is the same way. Like, if there's a PvP issue that's not an exploit or griefing or something, they don't intervene either. But we're getting into the 16-bit music now. Cloud Ruins. But yeah, I remember seeing a story about Ultima Online. Some guy like mortgaged his house to buy shit like in the game and stuff. All kinds of crazy stories. Yeah, apparently he wanted something in the game. I don't know if it was like a housing thing or like, I don't know much about Ultima. Yeah, apparently he like mortgaged his house for like $10,000 or $15,000 to pay for it. His wife like found out and left him and shit. Yay, we did it! Another fun escort quest done. It's like anything else. If somebody has that kind of personality where they're gonna get addicted to something, like, it's just gonna happen. Doesn't matter if it's gambling or whatever. Oh yeah. remember seeing a talk show once where they had a guy on stage that was a wild addict and his whole family was like, "Stop playing this game, you're ruining the family." And he was like, "I don't need a family or friends if I have WoW." I mean, he's not wrong. As long as you have your World of Warcraft. That South Park episode. I am socializing. Gaining XP with my friends using TeamSpeak. Forget exactly what the line was, but out here I'm a simple geologist, but in here I am Falcor, champion of the Alliance. What do we do now? What do you mean? Now we can finally play the game. You can't go to the bathroom, you're stacking Sunder armor. That's okay. Mom! Bathroom! Oh. Yeah, I do that. This is what I'm best at, honestly. I'm guessing we use it and then we kill him. Well, I'm assuming it's something we have to loot. Oh, there's a thing right here to loot, a shard. There's one back here too. I got the one back here. I was like, hey, I play WoW. I just saw the South Park episode and I was so happy. I was like, yeah, that's the game I'm playing. It was so good because they worked like together with Blizzard, and this was back. Oh, I thought you used it already. You changed color. But yeah, they actually worked with Blizzard, and this was back when Blizzard was still really cool. That's what I try to do, yeah. Back when Blizzard knew how to make money. I mean, it was a really good idea for, you know, PR reasons. Which one did you use the thing on? Alright, I'll use it on the other one. Good. Yep, the days of old. Back when everybody loved Blizzard. Oh, really? People don't want cups. We want good games. Alright, this is my last one. I said we want good games. Being free doesn't make something good. Yo. I was gonna say I don't recognize this music, but it's because it's from later in the game and it's been so long since I've done a full playthrough of The Messenger. So it's like over double the length to run the full game versus just running the linear section of the game. And I don't have a good enough memory to do the whole game. What are you doing? Oh. Oh. Oh man. You think so? Give him some of that crash lightning. Look at this jokester. So how do you like the stuff they teased for Shadowlands so far? I mean, so far so good. The Covenant thing sounds pretty cool. Like another... I know it's gonna end up being just another rep grind with shit, but still. The fact that it's actually making a difference in the gear you get and stuff makes me pretty happy. At least we'll have a little bit of diversity when it comes to armor selection this time around. And I like that they're squishing the levels down because it's already up to level 120. And if they'd gone any further, it would have just been even more ridiculous. Exactly. You should have got it. I like it too. Why didn't you get it? Are you kidding me? It's like the only time we have. Well, so it's your fault. As long as we're clear that it's your fault. I wish I could still get hyped for these kinds of games, but after having played 14 I realized while I have fun with 14, it's not the same as it used to be. But yeah, that's a universal truth when it comes to MMORPGs. I mean, they're never gonna be... You're never gonna recapture that feeling again. Yeah, I did. But... See, the big thing about them, for one, is you really need to have people to play with. They're only as fun as the people that you have to play with. Then why don't you? Anyway, I don't really play these by myself most of the time. Oh, I didn't know that. Once I reached a certain point in 14, I only played it because I was able to play with Biff and Co. When most people stopped playing, I was afraid to go back because I didn't want to ruin the fun for me. Well, that's, yeah, see, that's exactly what I'm saying. When you don't have people to play with, yes, it ends up getting like that. It was the same way with me. I'd gotten back into playing Lineage 2, and I was playing by myself, and I was having a pretty good time, but then my buddy Justin, Warfiend, holy shit, this is a lot of quests. He started playing it with me, and then like I really got into it then because I had somebody to play it with, and I ended up playing for like months, pretty hardcore. Got into a big clan, and we were doing like castle sieges and raids and stuff, and having a good time. But then of course once he stopped playing, I was like, oh, my quest log's full. My quest log is full. I guess I'll have to, thanks to you. Alright, I got it. So yeah, it wasn't the same anymore, and I was like, well, this kind of sucks, and I stopped playing again. And like with WoW, I pretty much always have Crystal to play with, so. I mean, you're more than welcome to play by yourself. Just saying. You're like, oh, reliable. You're always there when I need you. And then when I don't feel like it anymore, I can just dump you. Go back to my other games. Go back to my new hot games. And then when I feel like some nostalgia, I can come back to old reliable. I got another quest item. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, there's a quest item that starts a quest. You're a quest item. But yeah, I actually had wanted to play some 14 because they're doing the free login campaign right now, but of course haven't had any time to play it yet. I'll probably play some this weekend when I have more time, because we don't really have much to do this weekend. Well, I figure we're probably gonna stop here in a few, because I know you got stuff to do, and yeah. Combination of video game ADD and long-term memory when it comes to games is a devilish combo. I always need a new game and can't get back in old ones, because when I turn them on, I remember everything about them. Oh, I feel that. I have horrible game ADD. Crystal said that on multiple occasions. Yeah, but my quest log is again full, because I already filled up the few that I dropped. A lot of damn quests here, bro. I don't remember there being this many quests here. That's why I play so many different games. It's rare a game grabs my attention for a long while. I mean, there has not been a game that's ever kept me as long as WoW has. Almost 16 years now. Yeah. I just dumped 3, luckily, so. That's why I feel like the Game Pass kind of plays into people's video game ADD. Oh, it absolutely does. Absolutely. That's why that and the PlayStation Now and all the other stuff, because it really does. And I mean, that's also the reason why I like Humble Bundle too. Thanks. Because like I have the Humble Bundle Classic plan, which is $12 a month. $12 a month and you get, you know, guaranteed over $100 worth of games every month. It's a no-brainer. Oh, is this guy stuck in the ground here? He is. Solidified I'll never catch up with my library. It makes it difficult for sure. I mean, the thing is, like, I've skipped plenty of months of Humble Bundle. Like I said, I have the classic plan, so it's only $12 a month. I think the plan now, if you get it, is like $20 a month. So it's more expensive. For me, it's 12 a month for like 10 games. And I mean, that's literally like $1 and some change per game. I don't know what's attacking you. Yeah, you can. I've done that on several occasions. That was actually something I was gonna say. I've skipped several months. They let you pause for a month if you don't like the games or if you already have them. I've done that probably 2 months so far this year already, because it either had a bunch of games that I already have, or they were just games I wasn't really that interested in. So you just hit pause for a month and they don't bill you, you don't get the games, and then it continues the next month. To tell people from leading up to the change, I pushed so hard anyone was on the edge to sign up and pause months. Still think it's made to steal, but it's hard to push. That's exactly what I did, Vlad. Before they made the change, I signed back up for it because I had it in the past and I canceled it. Before the change, I signed back up for it, and if I don't like a month, I pause it. Hey, Mr. Hassel the Hoff coming in with that 23-month resub. Thank you so much, dude. And please get some love in the chat for the Hoff. And you don't want to hassle the Hoff. Just don't do it. So when do they tell you when the games are? No, it's like a month in advance. They don't bill until near the end of the month. So like for instance, May games were just like they were just announced or whatever, and it said I had until like the 26th or something to decide if I wanted to keep it or not, or to pause it or not, because they don't bill till towards the end of the month.
I don't have a target.
Not yet, I was running around tagging everything. He's getting mad because I'm lightning bolting stuff before he can tag it. I stole several things from him just before he could get it. What's this Foot Locker? Oh, you have to use the hat on it. Okay, we're done with those ones. Let me get my bomb fragment now. So it's up to it now. I wouldn't have to pay for it for the end of the month. I still get Games of May. Right, yeah. So basically, once you're subscribed and it's on the month-to-month basis, you can, you basically choose to pause it. It's like the Foot Locker one. Yeah. So like for instance, this month they just told us what the games were. They won't bill until near the end of the month. But at any time, if you want to unlock the games, you can let them go ahead and bill you immediately. And, you know, that's that. Or if you just want to wait until it's the time for them to bill. Yeah. I saw Mage Slayer over here, so I was grabbing it. Oh, he's probably done. Don't imagine what he could be farming off these things besides just doing the quests. So XCOM Jurassic World 2, that's not every game. Yeah, you can view the game list of what's available. And you get however many choices. I only know what the classic planet's like 10. Which, like I said, is more than worth the cost. That's a lot of quests. Rats. No. Yep. And if you do decide to subscribe to Humble, make sure you use somebody's referral code. You don't have to use mine, but just somebody's, because that's basically, you know, a free little boost for them. And the subscription bundles are, I think, a pretty good little amount that you get from it. I don't know. It looks like it's here, but yeah, this is the town hall. He must be dead, as yeah, the guy just gotta wait for him to respawn. But yeah, I had already gone and claimed this month, because the Jurassic World one was one that I've had on my wish list for a really long time, and I never bought it because the cheapest it went on sale I think was around like 15 bucks, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to pay that for it. And then it was like 12 bucks, and I get that, and XCOM 2 with the DLC and everything else, so no brainer. Yeah, I haven't played most of those, so I was looking forward to checking them out. I remember when Swords of Ditto came out, but I haven't played it yet. And the nice thing for me is if I ever have games that I either already own or they're games I don't really care about having, then I can just give those away. You know, give the keys away. He must be dead. I think I killed him earlier. I'm thinking about subbing for Jurassic World and XCOM 2. Well, like I said, I had seen Jurassic World on sale for around like 15 bucks several times, and I almost pulled the trigger on it. And I was glad that I didn't, because I mean, those two games alone make it worth it. And that's kind of what I've noticed about this monthly Humble choice, is that there's always like two games that are more, you know, pricier, bigger games. There's usually a lot of really good indie titles too, but they always usually have like a couple bigger name games for the draw. Thanks. Congo rats? Yeah, I know. Yeah, yep, you get the DLCs. I think Jurassic World came with something too, some kind of bonus content as well. Oh man, the Arcane Tomes. I don't know. Suck back into Oxygen not included. I haven't played that one. Of course, there's probably a whole lot of indie games that I've not played. What else do I need to do here? Sun Fury Ballistas. How do we destroy these? Ow. I don't have an item. Oh, we have to steal torches from the Flame Keepers. I have one, hold on. Oh, apparently it's reusable. Because I just used mine and it didn't go away, so... And we gotta burn down their tents. This is pretty hardcore, honestly. I mean, burning their ballistas is pretty bad, but burning down their tents is another level. Soul Quarantine thing is pretty good for my conscience since I started. Since the start, I finished 3 or 4 games, which I'm usually pretty bad at doing, so yeah. I've heard that a lot from folks. Unfortunately, like, besides the vacation time that I took specifically to get projects done, I haven't really had any extra time myself, so... Also, while the music is playing, if any of you guys haven't played The Messenger yet, it's super awesome and you should. It is definitely my top indie game of the last couple years. Probably The Staff, maybe? Oh, okay. Hope the bank account's looking good for you these days. It's been okay. I haven't lost any work or anything. Cows come home? I don't even think I have that quest. I don't have that quest. I don't know where you got it. Just saw Colonel Sanders dating sim on Steam. I'm gonna go get the Apocalypse Star. Colonel Sanders dating sim. Pew says it's actually a pretty good game. But yeah, no, so yeah, work hasn't changed for me, so I mean, I'm still getting paid normal pay and all. So I'm not complaining about that. I missed out on some overtime, because normally we'd have graduation. But I'm not going to complain about that either, because instead I got to have my anniversary off and everything, so... Oh, I didn't even turn that in yet. Well, it's good because I didn't fail it. Moo, you let Bessie get killed. You're a monster. Title alone makes it worth checking out. It's a finger-licking good dating simulator. I think it beat my Disney Princess adventure. Yeah, that definitely was an adventure. Hey, if I had a kid, I'd buy them that game. It was a good game. You can play it anytime. It's on Steam. No. No, I didn't. I'm pretty sure we got your access fixed right away on that computer. Like Shower with Your Dad Simulator. I gifted Crystal a copy of Shower with Your Dad Simulator when it was on sale for 69 cents. Yeah, no kids. Good there. Can you call yourself a Disney fan if you haven't played Elsa Pregnant Foot Surgery? What? Do I even want to know? Damn it, Bessie. Stop making everything angry. That's the game that really exists. Well, I don't think I'll be worrying about that. I think I'll pass on that one. Don't want to click on any of those websites. Yeah, don't blame you. I can't blame you on that one. I'm still turning these in. You level again? Rads. I'm at 69%. Said I'm at 69%. I'm gonna fly back to area 52 and turn that one in. That's my gizmo. Oh my god, those cats. I just saw your Discord post. The little cat plushies. You have a lot of plushies. And we've got a Baby Yoda plushie coming soon. I like Chinese food. Chinese food is good. It's been a while since I've heard all the 16-bit versions of this music. That was something else that was really cool about the Messenger, is how they did the 8-bit and 16-bit versions of like everything in accordance with the time traveling. Yeah.
I owe you from the thing with the guy in the place, and I'll never forget it.
That was our pleasure. I'd never been to Belize.
I owe you on the thing with the guy in the place. The only reason I know about that game is because of JonTron. Ugh. The water, yeah, when you go
Our
underwater and
shenanigans are cheeky and fun,
Yeah, I mean, his shenanigans are cruel and tragic.
which makes them
Not
not shenanigans
shenanigans.
at all, really. Evil shenanigans.
And yes, this dwarf has an epic fire beard. Because you can't have a dwarf without an epic beard. Alrighty. I had the sound effects there like a minute cooldown, so. I didn't actually realize there was so many songs. Oh, that's right, it includes the DLC songs now too, so. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night, guys. It's been pretty close to 3 hours. We're gonna go ahead and head off that way. The homies. You know the homies. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna play some what's that game? Final Fantasy VII Remake. Get back into that, continue our adventure. But until then, you guys have a good rest of your night. Good day tomorrow. Thank you again for everyone for being here. Shout out to Mr. Hassel the Hoff for that 23-month resub, and Royal for his 25-month resub. Much appreciated, my dudes. Hope you guys all have a good one, and I will catch you all tomorrow night. Have a good one. We'll see you later. Oh yeah, we need to throw a raid over to Lucha, so if you guys are still here. I was totally off my game because everything just kind of happened at once, so hold on. My thing froze up and I was trying to fix it. It didn't fix.
Does Grendel have clickety clacks on his